Hello friends, my name is Theo, and today in this exciting Meester Media tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at creating a Chainsmokers Closer inspired look inside Davinci Resolve. So here's a clip of Amber, which I think already looks totally fine, but we're just going to move things around a little bit and make it look a little bit more like a music video that did pretty well. So in the actual video, if we pull it over here, you'll see it's a lot darker and, a little bit less saturated. But, it should be close enough. Our lighting's, a lot more high contrast in this, but hopefully we'll make something cool happen. So the first thing we will do is darken this guy down a little bit. And I'll bring up some scopes just because I know people like to see those. So what I'm going to do is I normally expose skin to be around this 640 mark. So you see we're right there, but I'm going to bring it under that since the skin's a little bit underexposed. And I'm going to do that actually with the curves this time to give us a little more control. So just going to move this down until it feels, that feeling, moody and underexposed. And then I'm also going to bring up the shadows a little bit because in the video they have actual fog going on. We don't have fog in this scene, so I'll manufacture some here. And you can see, I think we've made this look worse, but maybe it fits a little better. The fall under skin is really nice with this less contrast. So we've got that going, and it's got a little bit too much saturation in the skin, so we're going to actually do this a little more interesting way than just turning the saturation down. We're going to go to our luminance versus saturation, and we're going to bring the highlights all the way down. We're just going to bring it all the way down, and then we're just going to add saturation to the midtones to be right about there. Might be a little bit too undersaturated, so maybe there. And we'll add a little bit more contrast just for me. So we'll go back here. We'll pull this part in just a little bit. So just expanding those shadows out. If you look at our waveform here, I'm just sort of adding contrast to this little area right here that's a little bit flat. See if we can get a little bit of detail out of there, even though there's no real detail to be had. So yeah, that ends up looking bad, so I'll take that out and bring this back down some. So now we're looking pretty good, and now we will inject just a little bit of orange teal into this. So the normal way I do this for this type of thing is doing Alt-S to create a new serial node, Alt-P to create a parallel node. And this top one is where I'll normally do the shadows. So I'll bring our low range down to something like 0.1, the high range to something like 0.3. And then I will bring these midtones down. You can see, especially if you look over here where it gets darker, that midtones are getting cooler. That's looking nice, and especially in this fall off area, you can see it's a little bit subtle, but that's what color grading is. So on, off, on, off. We're just cooling those shadows down a little bit, and now we will warm up her a little bit. So bring this up, low range at make this something like 0.2 so we get a bit of a transition, and 0.5 is a fine high range for now. So you see as I push this up, her skin warms up a little bit. So if I go really hard, you can see the area that we're affecting. And I actually want to bring the high range down, so I want to roll off on these highlights a bit. So maybe about there more. Reset the midtones, and now just bring this up. So warming her up some. Now we'll see. I still like the before better, but after, you see it's a little bit more, cinematic music video, subtle, expensive looking grade. One thing that's not really selling it is her pupils are small, so you can tell this is a bright shot, but you can't win them all. We're not gonna put in new eyes for this tutorial. But there you can see it's just a nice subtle smoothing out of the look. Pretty simple. You can obviously tweak this as much or as little as you want. I'm going to make a couple different versions of this, and I'm going to put them up for free on my website, meestermedia.com/products, to get a couple LUTs going, because I haven't put free products up in a while, and I'm working on stuff that will be paid soon, so I got to get those email addresses. And yeah, I think it's ridiculous I don't have any free LUTs on my website. So go check out meestermedia.com/products, download a couple of LUTs here. That'll be free. That'll be sort of the same sort of vibe with just different amounts of stuff. And if you think those are cool, check out the other stuff on there too. That's also cool. Also be sure to subscribe to Meester Media YouTube channel, like the video. Apparently that's what the algorithm likes most now, is likes. So do that. Or if you just want to fight the algorithm altogether, just share the video with your friends, because you can be your own algorithm. Or if you just don't care about anything else, you just want to keep watching tutorials. I mean, you've stopped watching this anyway, but if you're still around, thanks for watching. Once again, I've been Theo with Meester Media. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.